Hello everyone. So today I am here with very important topic, that is self-care. We've all seen videos on social media, people talking about self-care. I have seen vlogs where people are taking care of themselves from morning to evening. So what tasks they are doing, what things they're avoiding, and so sort of videos. I'm sure you too have seen such videos. But I am not here to tell you how to take care of yourself. Rather, today I'm gonna tell you the minor difference between self care and selfishness. Yes, my friends, there is just very thin line between these two mindsets. People are doing selfish things and calling it self care. People are doing what they actually want to do without caring for others and calling it self-care, which is really not right. So I'm gonna share with you how to identify between self-care and selfishness. So the very first thing to notice is, if somebody is calling their act self-care, are they trying to please someone or blame someone? People who take care of themselves do not try to please anyone, and neither do they blame anybody for any situation. They are so absorbed in themselves that they do not have any time for others. And by saying this, I do not mean they run away from their responsibilities. I'm saying they do not try to put themselves in others' hands in any ways. They do not do things to make others happy so that they can benefit them from them. Neither they do blame anybody for their situation. They take things in their own hands and try to work for themselves. People who take care of themselves do not compromise with their moral values. They do not do things that seem wrong. On the other hand, people who are selfish, they do not care about moral values. They do not differentiate between right and wrong, and they do whatever it needs to be done for their good. So if someone is doing that and saying that it's self-care, it's not self-care. If somebody is doing wrong for their own benefit, it is selfishness. The second most important point to understand is, people who take care of themselves try to find that self care in small acts. They do very small acts of self care for themselves and feel happy about it. It can include anything like taking care of your skin, maybe, taking care of your body, maybe, taking care of your health, maybe, like your inner self. Try to eat healthy, try to go to do some workout, or taking steps to make your skin better using products or using homemade remedies, whatever it is. These kind of people, they try to find happiness and joy around themselves, doing things like small acts for themselves, and they do not need something very big. Whereas people who are selfish, they they try to pin it as a self-care, and what they're actually doing, they are just revolving around themselves and do not take care of others. They are going for expensive outings that their family might not afford. They are buying impulsively. Their action might impact others too. People who really care for themselves find it in small things. It's in their twirl when they're happy. It's just in washing your face with simple soap and being happy. It's not about spending a lot of money on things to feel good about yourself. So if you are spending money that you don't have and calling it self-care, it's not self-care. It's selfishness. Even for yourself. Even if it is just you who earn for themselves, and then you are irresponsibly spending it. It's not self-care. It's just bad buying impulse. You are targeted. You are intentionally targeted by people on social media and advertisement to pay money, to spend their hard earned money, and call it self care. It's not self care. If you really care for yourself, you should know what your goals are, where your money should go, where your energy should go. That is self care. Do not spend your money recklessly and call it self care. Next, very important way to identify if someone is actually taking care of their self or it's just selfishness is to see their behavior. People who believe in self care protect their peace. People who care for themselves do not worry about winning the argument. People who love their peace protect it as it's very sacred. You won't find people who have very little bit knowledge of self-care. You won't find those people arguing. You won't find those people involved in road rage. No, for them their energy matters. So if you do take care of yourself, you need to understand that nothing is more important than your peace, than your calm. Do not lose it at any cost. On the other hand, people who just love to argue, who just want to win any argument at any cost, people who do not respect others, they can't be taking care of themselves. Do not call it self care. If you respect yourself, if you have self respect, you would never shatter other person's self respect. And if you're doing that, it means you do not have any self respect for yourself. If you have an argument with someone and you want to win that argument and you cannot, and then you plan to revenge, you think, what would be the next moment this person speaks something and I will tell them what the right answer is? I'll shut them up. If you're thinking like this, there is no way you're taking care of yourself, your inner self. It's not self care, it's simply selfishness. If you have thoughts of revenge, planning to take someone down, or winning argument, or planning how you can answer someone when they say something, you are spending your energy on other people. So if you really want to take care of yourself, you need to detach yourself from everyone else. It doesn't matter what they are saying. Are you calm in the situation? This is what matters. Are you okay with the feelings you have inside? This is what matters. If it frustrates you, if it makes you angry, it simply means you need to work on your emotions. You need to bring your senses back and calm yourself down. Do not try to put another argument and then another argument and win the situation. If you're doing so, you're not taking care of yourself. It's not self-care. Whenever you decide to put others down, you're selfish. Does not matter how good you feel after that. You might feel good for a moment, but then you feel exhausted. You will, because you have spent your energy on something else, on someone else. It's not for you. So understand this basic difference. Self-care involves calmness, soothing inside you. It means protecting your peace. The moment you start trying to win over others is the moment when you slip from self-care to selfishness. Selfishness teaches us how to be above others. Self-care teaches us to be grounded. It teaches us to be humble, to be kind to others, to have empathy for others. They feel the same way we do. Then why are we arguing with others? They might have different opinions and they might They're totally different from us, but still they are humans. They have emotions, they have feelings. Why would you be responsible for someone's sadness? Why would hurt someone? Person who knows self-care never ever tries to do that. So if you find yourself in a situation where you think your word, your actions might hurt others, just focus on yourself. Try not to say anything that you'll regret later. And another most important aspect of people who actually believe in self-care and they who are actually involved in self-care is personal analysis. You know, when you turn inside, you want to know who you are. And actually, self care starts there. We watch videos and we think, okay, if you're taking bath, if you're spending hours in the shower, if we are, doing our hobbies, if we are getting ready for the day, it's self care. But for actually self care, you need to turn inwards. You need to see what kind of person you are actually. What do you like and what do you dislike? And if you like something that is actually not appropriate, just accept that. Accept that, and you will see, you will find that you are actually losing that, whatever bad quality, bad habit, whatever it is, you're losing it eventually because you accept it, you admit it, you let that feeling be there, and then it will go away. People who believes in self-care, they believe in continuous growth. They always want to change themselves inside. They are happy with who they are, but they continuously strive to be better. Human brain and body has tremendous potential. I don't know what your goal is. Your goal can be physical or mental or anything, but we do not stop where we are. If you care for yourself, you grow every day. You take steps, small steps to go towards your goals. You come back and see inside and then try again. Such people do not compare. Such people do not try to keep others behind. Rather, they hold hands of other people and try to take them with themselves. If you think you are taking care of yourself and you're going out and you're playing some sport or something, and then you're coming back and telling others, oh, you don't do any exercise. Oh my God, exercise is very important for your body. You should do that. Well, that is selfishness. That is not self care. You do not need to tell others what you do for yourself because it's for yourself. And the moment you brag about it, it becomes outract. It's not for yourself, it's for others to show them what you're doing. If you're doing something for yourself, you don't need to show it off. You don't need to brag about it, boast about it. This is what I did, this is what happened. You just sit with it. You analyze inside. And people who call that they're doing self-care but they are selfish actually try to compare. They do two things and then they brag that they have done five. They make others feel that they are doing nothing. They try to find mistakes in their personalities, in their actions. So if you're doing something for yourself and then bragging about your victories and your actions are making others feel small, that's not self-care. And you know what it is. Even if you're talking about your victories or even if you're talking about something that you do, you should be talking in a way that other people feel inspired. Other people feel motivated to do the same and not in the way that they feel, oh, that person is so lucky and I don't have that opportunity. They should not feel behind. They should not feel small in front of you. I have seen some people doing this, and it's very sad. I have seen people doing this. People boast about their qualities in a way that they're not happy with it. But they have it, they cannot help it. It's just who they are. And then, with those qualities, they try to make other people feel that they are small. Let me give you a specific example. Um, Say, for example, you are going on a walk with a friend. Now, you two go on a walk so that you can talk and walk. But that one person, he or she is walking very quickly. Like they have very good pace and they're walking quickly and they're always like 4 or 5 steps ahead of you, and you are trying to catch up like by jogging or walking very fast, which is not your way of walking. So you reach that person 2 or 3 times and be like, can we walk a little bit slower? Like I cannot catch up, and it seems like you are far ahead of me and I'm behind you. And that person is like, oh, I'm sorry, I always walk that fast. I'm sorry, I cannot help it. I cannot walk slowly. That's not self care. That's not that you are walking fast for yourself and it's a self care. No, it's selfishness. Why would you go out with a friend when you cannot walk on their pace? Any action that makes other feel little is pure selfishness. It's not self care, no matter whether you did it intentionally or unintentionally. It's pure selfishness. Last most important thing is people who believe in self care, who actually take care of themselves, only expect from themselves. They do not depend on others for their growth, for their life, for their circumstances. If I am taking care of myself, it's my responsibility of being responsible for everything that's going around me, that's going for me. Such people do not blame others. Such people do not play victim. Such people take conditions, take circumstances in their own hand and then try to change it. People who take care of themselves do not ever try to change other people. You know why? Because when we see inside, when we turn inwards, we realize that we do not change when others asked us to. Rather, we feel frustrated. We only change when we really feel like it, when it comes inside us, and then we change. So, when you cannot change on someone else's command or demand, how do you expect others to change on your demand or command? So, people who know, who have done this, who are on the journey of self care will definitely understand this, that we do not try to change others, and neither we try to blame anyone for our circumstances. We and only we, I and only I am responsible for my life, for what's going around me. On the other hand, people on the name of self care try to do the exact opposite. They play victim. They're always sad and complaining that other people are doing this and this. That's why they cannot take care of themselves. Their circumstances are so bad that that's why they are so frustrated. People who know what self care is will speak from calm, they won't speak from despair. So if you see somebody continuously complaining about their situation, that they want to change, but the circumstances won't let them, that they have done this particular thing for themselves to feel good, but it involves other people's actions too. They're not doing self care, they're selfish. Selfish people want to change things around them. Selfish people want others to behave according to them. There is very, very little difference. There is this minor difference between self care and selfishness. But you can see it. You can see it right away if person is operating from self care mindset or selfish mindset. People who take care of themselves do not bother others. They live and they let live. Even if it's your spouse, your family members, we all have responsibilities, but no one is responsible for changing themselves to make me happy or someone else happy. Everybody is responsible for their own emotions. If I am not happy with any situation, I should do something that can change that situation. And if I cannot do anything to change that situation, I need to find peace in that situation. That is self care. So, my friends, I tried my best to tell you the difference. Moment to moment, we find that we were taking care of ourselves when we slipped being selfish. It happens, it's normal, we are humans, and that's okay. But the motive is, the purpose is to bring your senses back and remind yourself from where you are operating. You are operating from self-care mindset and not from selfish mindset. In simple ways, whatever you do, number one, it should not harm anyone else. Number two, it should not impact your peace and your calmness. Number three, it should not drag you backwards. It should always be growing. It should be for betterment. And number four, it should not stop. You should always try to make yourself better. Take steps every day. Do not operate from selfishness. Try to operate from self-care mindset. That's all for today. I hope you like the video, and if you do, please like and share.